Hey, welcome back. Um, I've got some resources here, so I'm gonna go build by the chunk barrier because I saw and even a commenter pointed out that I should build something in that little cave that I found on the side. Um, so I think I'm gonna build a tavern. I think that would be pretty cool. So I got some resources here. Just been gathering some off camera, so I'm gonna make my way to the edge of the wall here. Um, but meanwhile, I kind of wanted to talk about um, what makes old Minecraft so popular. I think um, I do think I do agree with like many of the common statements about the it being about the gameplay as well. Like the gameplay compared to modern Minecraft is very different, and it definitely has a different or attracts a different audience to the modern game. Two very different games, I think. One thing I've been thinking about recently is that I think a big part of it is also the community behind old Minecraft compared to modern Minecraft. Has quite a big difference in the sense that I think modern Minecraft, it's kind of like it's more focused towards younger people, like a younger audience, and I think that's like a big part of the reason that is because Mojang hasn't really aged with its player base, and they still see the Minecraft player base to be as younger kids and stuff, and that they basically do things that to make sure that kids don't pretty much get the wrong idea or something. One probably best way to put this or best example to give is probably when they were trying to add certain mobs and they didn't want to, like for example, fireflies, I believe, was one of them. Um, and they didn't want to add fireflies because basically frogs would eat them or something, and that would give the wrong impression because fireflies are poisonous to frogs or something like that. Or even when they're like, I think it was the aquatic update, they were going to add sharks, or there was an idea to add sharks or some kind of thing, but some of them are endangered species or something, and they didn't want to give the impression that these basically that or encourage people to kill endangered animals or things like that. Yeah, Mojang hasn't really understood that their player base has aged with the game or as they've built it, and that I feel like Minecraft, like old Minecraft, especially with its like the mobs that were being added and like skeletons and spiders and stuff, a lot of that stuff obviously wouldn't have been added in or in modern Minecraft. It was or in Minecraft if it was being built like modern Minecraft. Here's the cave, by the way. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this. I was thinking of having a maybe like a window with some tables and chairs in here. So, but yeah, I feel like a lot of the mobs that were added during Minecraft's early development wouldn't have been added um, due to the way the philosophy or the design philosophy of the old game. And I believe other people have said this before as well, but it kind of like I feel like that also has the added effect of the community being a bit more safe um, compared to the old school Minecraft community. Um, Pretty much when when I was growing up with Minecraft, you had people like Yogscast and stuff, and um, as like major YouTubers and things like that. And they would like they wouldn't be afraid to make adult jokes. And but nowadays you have a lot of, especially with modern Minecraft, you have a lot of people who kind of aimed themselves towards a younger audience. Um, and yeah, a big part of that was like, yeah, Minecraft being big with kids, back in 2014, 2013, when it's like pretty much peaking in population. I feel like old Minecraft, back when it was being developed, was a very niche title. Even like it was pretty. It wasn't super niche like beta. Beta was pretty much the first like big wave, or like late alpha was pretty much the first big wave of popularity for the game. But it only reached maybe like 1 to 2. I think it was like 2 million players around then before its release. I'm not entirely sure on the exact numbers, but um, that's what I remember seeing, I think, when I was like looking it up. And it basically it was niche enough that many kids hadn't gotten really interested into it yet. Especially with like the lack of a console version, like not a lot of kids were playing on PC and stuff. But I think the major turnaround for that audience was when the console version released, and that let it hit a much more casual, like younger audience. And a big part of that meant that, yeah, of course, Mojang kind of shifted gears towards a more kid-friendly approach. And it's not necessarily like a super bad thing, but I think that to hold on to that so late in Minecraft's lifespan might not have been a good decision. Not sure where I should put this torch. It's getting quite dark, but I don't have a bed because this is before bed, so I'm just gonna have to hunker down for a bit. Hang on, let me just get this door. I don't know how that looks. I feel like um, that Mojang should try to stop playing it so safe with its community, because a lot of them, I think it was like, I remember seeing a statistic that most Minecraft players now are like in their 20s now or something like that. Yeah, but I feel like, yeah, Minecraft or Mojang should try to not necessarily completely change course, but I think they need to have a bit more awareness that about their player base, and realize that a lot of the things that could be added should just be added. I feel like there's a lot of like too much thought behind things. Like when Minecraft was initially being developed, I don't think Notch had a real proper design document in mind. He wasn't like thinking, oh, these adding spiders might scare, or giant spiders might scare children, or something like that, or adding pigs might, and that you have to kill for food, like will encourage kids to kill animals or something like that. I don't think Notch was thinking about that when he was developing Minecraft, and I think that's a big change in the design philosophy. It's kind of like when big companies like Microsoft get a hold of these things, they do tend to try to play it safe because they don't want to get involved in controversy or anything like that. And you can kind of understand that, but especially when you're dealing with investors and all sorts, any kind of major controversy can be a bit problematic with like markets and such. So you kind of do want to play it safe, but I think that playing it too safe risks not really doing the best you can in certain regards to like games. I think this is a big thing with gaming in general, actually. Come to think of it, because you have games like Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty, where they're very kind of generally safe in regards to like innovation and things like that. They don't want to rock the boat so much out of fear of failing. You know, they want things that are stable, really, guaranteed. You know, wins rather than going out for like major innovation and creativity. But that's besides the point. But yeah, I feel like Mojang kind of needs to realize that their player base is like a significant portion of their player base has grown up. Just get rid of all these zombies around here. It's almost daytime, so hopefully that fixes things a bit, makes things a bit more safe. And I have to build a path out here as well, or maybe some transport system. Maybe I'll make another rail. Jeez, there's so many. Is there a cave down here? It has to be. I'm gonna have to check it out, I think. They're being very rude. Oh man. Ow. Uh-oh. That's no good. I have to make it back there fast. Oh yeah, this is the wall that I've been working on. I think last time you saw it on the videos when I was building the initial layout or foundation for it. But it's gotten there's a lot more done now, so it's kind of shaping up. I got the height pretty much ready. It's about Y100, I think. So this is Y80, so it's like maybe 20 blocks. And then taller in certain areas as well when it gets over here. But yeah, I figured sticking to one height rather than having it go up and down might look a bit better, more uniform. I don't know what it's going to look like over here, but because the terrain's a bit higher. But yeah, I feel like pretty much the community is a lot more mature, and you especially see it if you look at like thumbnails for videos. A lot of the modern Minecraft are a bit more, I guess you'd probably say, energetic, and I don't mind, like, I don't think these videos are entirely just made for kids, but I do feel like it's a lot different than, say, or trying to talk deeply about personal experiences, things like that, which old Minecraft tends to lend a lot to. It seems like a more contemplative experience, I guess. And that could also be part of the that could be like due to the whole like gameplay changes and things like that. Oh man, got so much stuff here. Hopefully I can light up this cave, and then I can get back to what I'm thinking about. There we go. Just get this floor plan done. But yeah, that more contemplative kind of style does definitely attract people who are much older. less. It's kind of less energetic and more thoughtful, I guess. But yeah, you can definitely see it in different YouTube styles and such. Let's get all this coal out of the wall or the roof. But yeah, that's probably one of my biggest complaints with modern Minecraft. Not to say that it isn't good, because I play a lot of modern Minecraft still to this day, so. But it is, yeah, definitely a more kid-friendly experience. You feel less lonely, and yeah, you're not really. You don't really. It doesn't really give you much space to kind of think about things, because you're constantly given objectives to work towards and things like that. Whereas like once you've gotten diamonds in this version, you're kind of left with your thoughts really, and you have to think about what you want to build, think about what you want to do, what you want to achieve. So you tend to not shut yourself off a bit. There's kind of like a thing with games where like sometimes you'll just kind of be playing them without thinking. It's like kind of autopilot, and I feel like this does require you to actually put a bit more effort into thinking about things and getting things done to enjoy the game. And that can also turn people off as well, because there are people who just, they don't want to put too much thought into things. They want something to work towards. They want the game to tell them what they need to go for next, or something like that. I feel like this would be a nice window of some kind, maybe. I was thinking a door, but maybe just a window or something. Yeah, a big part of that is certainly just being left with your thoughts and not having distractions thrown at you all the time. And yeah, that's really quite important, I think. Now that this... Okay, I think I know what I want to do here. Just build out a bit. I think I might have like stairs going down to a dock or something. I think that could be pretty cool. But yeah, it can certainly be difficult for other people. Some people just want to shut their minds off, follow a couple objectives, kind of work towards, beating the Ender Dragon or something like that, which is completely understandable. And like, I've got games that I do that too, as well. But it's not what I remembered Minecraft as. So it's different to me. Isn't it interesting that this has got no snow in it, but it was generated in the previous? Wonder if maybe the snow... Maybe it's just the biome, the way biomes generate. It's like the one kind of... Is it like a chunk? Looks like a chunk, but not quite. It's not quite big enough. It's like half a chunk. Yeah, that's interesting. Let me just build this down. I don't know if I should make this maybe wood stairs. I'll probably have it like this. Whoops, not like that actually. I might do it like this. It's got a kind of railing along it. Maybe I place down my crafting table. Just for now. Should probably build a furnace as well. We can start getting some sand and making some glass. Make some fences. There we go. Yeah, how little fences you get. Takes a lot of sticks. So much better to have stairs that don't go your weird way like in Alpha 1.1. Should I have a bridge? Maybe that's what I should have. Maybe I should have a bridge. Have it go out here and then onto that beach. Do I want it to go up or just straight? I think I'll just do it straight. I don't think there's enough room to make it look too fancy. Anyway, I think the game, yeah, definitely lends itself to more mature kind of like older players. I mean, yeah, a big part of that could also be that, you know, people who played the game in this period are generally older as well, but so, you know, people who grew up with modern Minecraft would more likely play modern Minecraft, but there are quite a fair amount of people who have come out and said that they play modern Minecraft, or they play, sorry, who've come out and said that they play beta Minecraft, but they never grew up with it. So I do find that kind of interesting as well. So, and I feel like, yeah, a big part of that is just the it's less energetic. It's kind of relaxing. Yeah, modern Minecraft is just, it's kind of like Roblox or something. Especially in the multiplayer scene, like you don't see very many, like back, at least because it was probably like, you know, early development, people hadn't really built like mini games and things like that, and people kind of just played survival servers and things like that, and you just built things and all that. Whereas nowadays it's ranks with like experience gain for like Bed Wars or something like that. It's a much more competitive environment. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with the carpet. I might do that right now. Maybe I just do like a checkerboard pattern with red and white. Might look a bit funky, but I don't know. I kind of like that. Kind of almost gives like a 50s diner kind of vibe, to be honest. That looks good-ish. Probably need a front desk of some kind as well. So, I don't know. Maybe get rid of this one. That looks good. And I'll build it into the wall here. If there's enough space. I might have to... Oh. Well, that makes things easier. It doesn't need to be too much. Just the desk will be here. Yeah, Now I could put like furnaces over here, I think. It's more like, it's not really like a tavern, it's more like a diner or something. Or like a pub. That's what I was really going for. This is, yeah, more like a pub. I think I'll call it the hole in the wall. I'm pretty sure that's like a place in like one of the clubs in Morrowind or something. It's from some game, I'm sure. But it's quite fitting for this one, I think. Yeah, I don't think glass here would quite work anymore. I feel like I could extend this out a bit further. I think I might just skip ahead a bit and show the final product once it's done. So, alright, so that's done. Um, yeah, just very basic front at the moment, but I'll probably add to it as I get this linked up to my main base. Probably through a path and a rail of some kind. Um, we got the kitchen, we got some tables over here, and a nice little window. Um, got some glass being made. I don't know where I'm going to use that. But yeah, it's got a nice view. If you could see it, it is midnight at the moment. But then down here we got a little pathway to the new terrain. So yeah, I think it's a good start. So yeah, if you have any ideas, you could to improve this, then feel free to leave it in the comments. Anyway, I think that's my ramble and my build finished, so I'll see you next time. Bye.